Everyone, welcome back to theclinicaltrialsguru.com. Again, that website address for you is theclinicaltrialsguru.com. By far the best place in the industry, in the clinical trials industry, for clinical trials information. Whether you're someone who works in the industry, we've got tons of videos for you. Myself and Don, we bring on what we call our guest gurus routinely, so we cover topics that interest you. And also study participants or families of study participants, people interested in learning more about clinical trial participation. This is also a good website for you, and today is going to be a video for you guys, actually. And by the way, for those of you just watching for the first time, and you're someone who's interested in joining a study, you want to check my free ebook on clinical trials. It's pretty much got everything we've covered on these videos for the last 2.5 years in like a 25-page ebook, completely free. Just download it. So anyways, welcome for you first-time viewers. Today's video is going to be for you people interested in joining a clinical trial, and this is from personal experience because I know a lot of people have been asking me lately, hey, I'm trying to join a study here, or I'm really interested in this trial for diabetes, or whatever it may be, but I'm having the hardest time getting a hold of the research clinic or just getting a hold of anyone at that clinic. What can I do? And let me tell you, right now, we're experiencing one of the busiest periods I've seen in many years in clinical trials industry. I mean, working at a research clinic, actually working at several research clinics, I've never seen it this busy in my 7 years of doing this, or almost 8 years of doing this, actually. So, the research clinics have their hands full. They've got their staff probably seeing several study participants per day. Their workload is pretty high. So, for them to actually get back to someone who's interested in a study, it may not be on their list of priorities, like it may not be top priority for them, and most research clinics are extremely busy these days. So you want to be persistent. You want to keep calling. One phone call is probably not going to do it. You want to leave messages for sure, but you want to just keep calling. I don't want to say harassing them, but pretty much you want to call them. You want to get someone on the line. You want to get pre-screened over the phone. You want to know right away whether you'll qualify for the study or not. So you can kind of get pre-screened over the phone, maybe ask them if they can do that. If phone doesn't work, email, constantly email, and try to find different people from the clinic to email. So if you're not getting a response from one person that you're emailing, email someone else. These days you can find anyone who works at the clinic on their websites. And most of these email addresses are on there, and if they're not that difficult to guess if you need to guess. So I'm just trying to help you guys find your ways around the system, because like I said, the research clinics are extremely busy these days, and I know there's tons of study participants out there or people who want to join studies that are a little bit frustrated because they're not getting a call back. And I don't want you to get discouraged, because we're just all very busy in this industry right now. That's not an excuse. I know it's not an excuse, but trust me, the workload right now at research clinics is pretty high. And that doesn't mean they don't want you in there. It just means that it's not an urgent matter for them at the moment. So if you want to get into a trial, you've got to go above and beyond. Another thing that works is actually showing up to the clinic physically. That will probably bypass you from all the phone calls, because each research clinic probably has a long list of people that they need to call. And so if you actually physically walk in, you may bypass that entire list and get pre-screened right then and there. And then if you do fit for any of their trials, you may actually get scheduled for an appointment. So don't feel like you are harassing them by calling, by emailing. I know as a research site director, I actually appreciate it when someone calls numerous times, because it lets me know that they really are interested in the study and they're not just looking for like a quick buck, or they're just looking around. Someone who's persistent, who calls, who emails, who even shows up, who contacts numerous people. I know that that person's very motivated to do the trial, and we'll probably put that person in right away for the reasons I just mentioned. Now, I got shout outs for some of you people I interact with in social media. This is through Twitter, Facebook, South Coast Clinical Trials fan page, my own Facebook, Google Plus, LinkedIn, and all that stuff, even Pinterest. And we're gonna do lots of videos. Well, I shouldn't say lots, but we're gonna do a few videos coming up on how to use little niche social media sites like Pinterest and Instagram to help spread your clinical trial message. But anyways, here's the shout outs. Martin Navarrete, who's actually been on the show before, he's been a guest. Thank you. Vivian Vanderwall from PTNR. Thank you. She's also been a guest. Patrick Stone, who's also been a guest from Tradestone QA LLC. Ryan Hayes from smsclinical.com. Erica Colbreth from, I'm not sure where, she didn't mention where she was from. Community Anderson Clinical Research Center. They're out there in Indiana, thank you. Rod Thorell from PHT Corp. Sarkis Dalakian from ClisMap. Darshan Kulkarni, of course, he's been on our show, from conformlaw.com. And Jennifer Price from BioClinica. So thank you guys all for interacting this week in social media, and stay tuned because we got plenty of cool things for you guys, and just stay tuned, keep in touch, let me know what you think about this video, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye bye.